You can imagine a man when ambassadorial deals with different companies, that is the height of unreasonability. All you gullible Igbo men and women now tag him in different videos. Now some very dark man and Mela apologize and that we should forgive him to move on. Listen, ask him get the business now tag him here. Can people the reasonable non rate gang? No pull away, because of how unreasonable and vindictive this very black dark idiot is. Or a man are people the reasonable, a pull all away from him. All the Igbo people need chuche. What last strategy this?
You can't tell me who to choose or who to like what he's doing. That is why I give my name, myself, Ratel Governor Anambra State. And from today, I have a name already to sell out there, which is Izutech Touching Lives. So I'm dropping the Ratel Governor.
Very dark black idiot in a book here. Amuni and a not. He is more of a northerner by birth. Ndị not a na-echefu ihe. By the way, onye ọbụla na-akpụ isi ala nso. Enwere something edere na akwụkwọ Koran ha na-akpọ ya takia. How you can deceive your enemy, fool your enemy. Ya eche na ichefuole only for you to come back to strike. Lee ya anya n'ihu ka ọ na-eme video aha. Watch his countenance. So gị lecha ya anya. Believe on him apology. Adrimunu sorry. Okay with this guy. On na-achọ ime damage control. On na-achọ otu ọ ga-esi smooth his way again into your heart. Only for you to give him that chance. Or that strike again. Very dark black idiot, the unforgiving. Only unforgiving spirit. All the vindictive. And the worst part of it, all the unreasonable. Only are the reasonable at all. When you can imagine a man when ambassadorial deals with different companies, that is the height of unreasonability. Only are they reasonable at all. So attack is lemna video. Sim no man apology. Any of you believe your apology, you are the most pitiable and the most miserable. Don't believe this guy. Don't believe Onya. Onya ejilu no shine a child today. When the Chinese no na John where honor brag is today the when ego. Man I'm more put here so when here jegeme. When here jegeme. Today honor brag is when ego. This guy hated in the Igbo. Take it anyhow you want to take it. Onya hated in the Igbo. I want to tell him how good somebody did or how bad somebody did. We're going to go back there and no wonder B-Lord, a small boy in his infinite wisdom. 1 year older than that thing. Also, never you trust the loyalty of a poor man. A very dark man of the poor. Now pure water. I don't want to behavior yard. We are dollars Zuriaho. I don't know the main behavior. Any of you believe that rubbish video? Now so man apology. You are the most miserable and the most pitiable. Now NGO now. All Igbo with the highest donor on that NGO, but a narcissist doesn't see all those things. A narcissist sees only himself and nobody else. This guy were narcissist. In fact, Onya were a psychiatric patient that is supposed to be taken to a psychiatric home. You got the other time, not the paranoid. All the paranoid, don't want a paranoia. This guy had okay. Any of you believe here? Anyway, let me just forgive you. You have been following him all this while. Even me, I was a victim too. I used to follow him. I used to hype him until him how unreasonable this idiot is. That thing, the one on which opatala confess. Now, how to say the one got demolish because OJ ganga na atoya. Omanafala na gatoyanga. Anyway, come kushoku eba. Any of you tagging on that video again, man, you the most miserable of Igbos. Onya the vindictive. Onya can never forgive. Ona a church again. They are strike you. You got that? Any of you can get this very black dark idiot. In fact,
this very dark man of a guy is focused on bringing people down more than lifting people up. The whole activism of very dark man is much more concerned on ruining people, bringing people down much more than lifting people up. And that's a very bad side of him. A young man spent $15,000 to transport you, pay your flight going and coming back, pay your lodging accommodation, pay your feeding and your transportation, to come to his company, his building, his factory, and maybe benefit from your publicity, for you to give him at least a little visibility. And then just in a space of 7 days, all you could do was to come back on social media and start making deliberate videos to tarnish and ruin the man's image and brand that he has built for years before meeting you. That's a very bad side of you, bro. You came on social media and start accusing the man that you saw him logged to a Facebook account and he have up to 15 accounts. Tell me one social media influencer in Nigeria that have only one account. Tell me one ordinary social media influencer in Nigeria with no company, with no productivity, just he's a social media influencer with one Facebook page. Do you know how many pages Gege have? Do you know how many Facebook page MC Mbakara have? These are media influencers that are not even into productivity. Talk more of a company, a man managing a production company of billions of dollars. You are accusing him because you expect him to have only 1 or 2 Facebook page. And again, you come back and start saying somebody complains to you that he made transfer and all of that. Bro, this is beneath you. Why don't you do your further investigation to even understand which account was the money paid into? Chinese are a country that doesn't play with truth, irrespective of your level. If you do your investigation and understand this man was actually the person who collected the money, you report to the Chinese police. Who are you to become a judge over the case? To start crumbling a business a man built for years before inviting you. The man may possibly start regretting. It's better he was doing what he was doing before he even met you. You are focused on ruining people, bringing people down, much more than bringing people up. And this has been your consistent approach to activism. This is not the first time. I remember during Bobrisky saga, the whole Bobrisky saga, somebody messaged you, I borrowed Bobrisky 4 million naira and he's refusing to pay this money. Help me get this money back. I have evidences, I have a voice note I will use against him. And when this person forwarded this thing to you, as a good activist, the first thing you're supposed to do is to message Bobrisky, please refund this money so this thing doesn't go public, of which you did. And immediately you message Bobrisky. Bobrisky transferred that 4 million naira back to the person immediately that day. But even when you confirm that money has been transferred, you still went ahead and come on social media to start playing voice record call. The highest act of vandalizing somebody's privacy is to bring out phone call the person made with another person and throw on social media. You went as far as bringing out that phone call he made and almost landed yourself into trouble. That phone call was what caused you and Falana family problem and even caused you to be invited in House of Assembly. Meanwhile, the person that you wanted to fight have already paid this price. The 4 million naira, he has already paid it, but you wanted to ruin the young man more than fighting for justice, which was the real reason why the young man came to you. You are focused on bringing people down more than lifting people up. I remember during the Akwa Okuku case, when Akwa Okuku was having issue with one guy, Akwa Okuku, somebody messaged you, Akwa did the Ibobo for me and the Ibobo did not work. Help me refund my money. You read the message and you understand perfectly well that this thing will not actually make sense for you to come on social media because the native doctor was in his house. There was no law validating that any medicine he did will work or not. But along the line, Akwa in his heart decided to refund the money. He refunded the 2.5 million naira. Immediately, you will see that this money has been refunded though. You will see that it has been refunded. You come up on social media, bam, and start making video. Hey, this is Akwa Okuko. And you now position yourself as if to say that you are the person who helped to recover the money. Few minutes after that, you came out on social media and says, hey, Akwa Okuko has paid though. Akwa has paid though. That you didn't know that he has paid before you start making the video. Somebody made payment of the money he was owing few days ago, like 4 or 5 days ago. You came on social media after you learning that he has paid to just, I don't know, you are much more interested in your ego, image, more than getting justice for people. You are not interested in justice, you are interested in ego. That was why during Mohbad case, everything you did during Mohbad, that you are trying to fight justice for Mohbad, who killed Mohbad, you are mentioning names, calling names of people. Till now, what have you heard about the people that you are fighting for over Mohbad case? Instead, what we saw is you dancing with the same people you accused of killing Mohbad. You dance with Naila Mari. You dance with Sam Lali. The same people you are accusing of poisoning and killing Mohbad. It shows you are not interested in justice. What you want was image to just take advantage of the situation. I have a murder case I'm handling now over a community. Amagu is a community in Nkan East local government area. Arrest has been made. Imagine tomorrow you come online and see me dancing with Don Smart TV. The same guy I was accusing of committing murder. After accusing him and everything, I will start dancing with him on social media. It means I'm a joker. People have got to understand that this was beyond activism. There was an image of destroying people in you much more than growing people. The same thing you did to Nedu Wazobia. Somebody have confidential discussions with you. Confidential discussion like a friend talk with a friend. Over just little something, you came on social media and start blackstead the whole personal conversation somebody have with you. That he told you have slept with so and so person. If I have issue with any of my friend, the worst thing beneath me is to come out in the face of issue and tell the same thing we discussed when we are once friends. That is beneath me. It's beneath me, sir. It's beneath a man, sir. You're not acting like a man. Something a man discussed with you, you came out on social media and casted the whole thing and crumbled the guy outside the company where he's working for. How many will I count? It's all about bringing people down. How many people has been lifted through this nonsense activism that you are doing? Fish Magnet messaged you. I have a fish I'm selling. Help me do promotion. You didn't do it. Immediately you hear the guy died, you came to start doing protests. What was the impact of the protest after death? How many people has been arrested and detained because of injustice that you found through your activism? How many people are in cell today because of Verydarkman due to their injustice? The answer is nobody, because your attention is never to fight for justice. Your attention is to just crumble their businesses and continue going and looking for other people to destroy. I have no issue whatever you are having with anybody, but this is my own personal. It's paining me in my heart. I want you to reconfigure your ideology. Focus on building people, not crumbling people. Stop fighting to ruin people's business. If you want to ruin fraudsters, I think the most biggest fraudster you should be talking about is Bat. Stand up and tell him how much he rigged Nigeria election. Stand up and tell him that he became a president through falsely election. Stand up and talk to him that way 1 week and see where you will land yourself. Stop ruining people. I can't count how many. It's all about ruining people. A good man with a pure heart who wants to fight for anything, when you receive complaint, the first thing you do is to go to the people's DM, ask them their own perspective of the story, and handle the case with a man with sincerity of heart, not a man who wants to crumble business. Stop posing as a god over people's long-built sweat. It's not good. Thank you so much.
You can see that the case of Verydarkman and Billord is a case of someone meeting his match in the field of verbosity. Up to this moment, Billord is still casting aspersion on Verydarkman, calling him all sorts of names, calling him a rat and somebody of no value. You know, while this may not really be commendable, it is important for us to understand that nobody has the monopoly of verbal abuse. People can actually have the skills to actually engage someone, but for one reason or the other, they may decide to ignore you. Like this morning, I keep on seeing like Billord is actually out, and that to me, to a reasonable extent, makes some sense. Now listen, watch the trajectory and you will understand where some of us are having issues with the approach Verydarkman adopts sometime. He came for Obi Kubana. Because of Obi Kubana's corporate image, he tactically avoided the young man. He didn't want to go down the mud with him. He came for e-money. E-money, because of his fame and celebrity life, decide to do what? To ignore him. He came for Edu Wazobia. Edu Wazobia, you know, looking at his future and what he's achieved in life, you know, manage the situation, but yet, even up to now, when issues comes up, Verydarkman will still call him out. Ashmusi was also a victim of this when she made a caption, you know, that she was going to train Nigerians on how to make 100 million. We understand what media takes. You will always add caption of things that will attract the attention of people to look into your business. But this guy came to these people. Finally, he came to somebody who is actually ready for him. I didn't really know that Billard was going to, go this far. But I will tell you what it means to attack someone's business. Attack on someone's business is an attack on his life. This is not me encouraging extortion in business activities. But there are ways to, hit a competitive, have a healthy competition in business. If Verydarkman had proceeded to China or wherever he found an opportunity, import these goods, come back to Nigeria and reduce the price, nobody would have, patronized Billard again. In fact, nobody would have gone to Billard to buy that phone again. But rather than, bringing this opportunity and reducing the price for people to patronize, decide to start from where you are to demarcate a product somebody took risk to bring down to Nigeria. That is unfair. Now, up to this moment, your goods have not arrived, and it is part of the things this guy, Billard, is holding against you, that you can't even bring or ship in these goods. You understand the challenges these guys are facing. Forget the fact that you see them living this exorbitant and flamboyant lifestyle. Yes, these guys go through a lot to get these goods down this country. Some of us maybe wouldn't have had opportunity of maybe using iPhone or having some of this thing at our, if not because these guys went into this business and started importing. So we must learn how to be guided. Everything is not about reducing somebody's corporate image or value. We can always make correction in a manner that people can look at our argument and say, yes, this is friendly. How many people are we going to fight? How many relationships are we going to crash in order to gather followers or influence? It doesn't really make sense. I am staying tuned to this particular fight or conversation. I must see to the end of it. I am your friend, Frank Abo.
VDM, please, I urge you to not engage in unnecessary fight so that you save that same energy for the ones that are really relevant. Yes, sometimes if I speak, they will say I don't like you because I don't agree with some things and I agree with some. Nobody is above mistake. That's where sometimes you get it wrong. You make mistake, you are a human being. So sometimes you admit you make mistakes. This China Ross guy, the fight was not really necessary. And for the fact that the guy is the one that paid your flights, brought you to China, I think he deserved better. At least you talked about him advertising the power bank immediately we left China. Yes, you already went from back to meet other people that will supply the thing to you. So I think it's a nice thing for him to continue with his business and advertising. I think that's the only thing he can benefit from you spending 15,000 is to use that same trend that you talked about him to advertise the product, because the battery was his idea, not your own idea. He was the one that invited. In fact, going to China was his idea. So he was the one that invited you to China, that he want to see you and paid your flight and everything, took care of you. So you went to China and things went the way it went, right? So the power bank and the battery stuff, he was the one that brought it to you. You said it in your video. So, and you told him that you want the thing to carry VDM label so that people will have more trust on it. So, but I don't know what really happened that you guys could not settle. And now you are dragging the guy online. It's not really called for. At least sometimes you show kindness to people who really believed or trust your influence. For somebody to spend 15,000, if you say 15,000, it sounds small. This is about 20-something million naira to bring you to China. You cannot just pay him back by talking bad about him and telling people he defrauded somebody where there's no proof. He said it himself. The China Rose guy said it, that if anybody comes forward with a proof that he defrauded him, he will submit himself to the police and stay 3 years in prison willingly, which means he knows he's innocent. He has proven beyond doubt. And for the first time, you are saying something without evidence, showing fully well that you are fighting this fight from your own anger, from your own side of misunderstanding with him, not because he actually defrauded anybody. I know some would drag me, but yet, let's always speak the truth. So that fight was just, you followed emotion. Yes, it was not really necessary. The guy did not really deserve to talk bad at, even if you don't want to do business with him, you can just cut him off. Without, you can even make a general video that, for the fact you saw me in a video with any Chinese person doesn't guarantee you doing business with the Chinese person. So, and the video will be like general, not like attacking that guy. Yes, that's my take on this particular thing, because we have lost this particular fight. That Chinese guy has shown that he was innocent. Your sister could not provide the person that he defrauded, so the fight was from an emotional fight, so which was not really relevant. We need you for other important fights. And for those pushing the narrative that VDM hate the Igbos, I doubt. Igbos are not the only ones doing business. He was only trying to bring down prices for all of us. So I don't believe VDM hate the Igbo people, or VDM is against the Igbo people, or trying to crash Igbo people business. If the Igbo people are defrauding people, adding too much this thing, I will support whoever that want to crash it. Yes. For the fact that you are doing business as, okay, you don't want them to crash your business if you are stealing from people. But you want them to crash other politicians that are stealing from the same people. As far as you are stealing is bad. If you are buying something 20 naira and selling it 100 naira, that is fraud. That is pure fraud. You cannot say it's business. You cannot call it business. No, it's fraud. That is selfishness. That is self-centeredness. So anybody that will crash that, I will support that person. So BDM is not against the Igbos. I don't believe in such propaganda. So this particular China Rose fight VDM was not necessary, and I believe you learn from it. You learn from it. Yes. If it is B-Lord fight, I believe maybe that one is personal beef that you have been having with him for so long. And B-Lord has pride, no doubt. So he's just, anybody that is showing money doesn't actually have money. You can never see Koscharis, all these people showing money or showing you cars that the B-Lord is coming from. I know that age matters in life. The age he is, the money might seem so big for him. So there are people who use that his own net worth to buy wristwatch, like this now. And they will not even post it. So it's about age sometimes, nothing there. Nothing. The most important thing in life is impactful, nothing else.
I'm not saying this to entertain you, because I want to communicate with my brothers. In our water, as far as this space is concerned, I want no malogwana no. Bu game of mind. Man, follow channel content. You follow channel saga. You follow channel idaniru akwụkwọ etimpu ememkpọtụ. Ndị Igbo si na onye amara ebe mmiri bido mabịa, aya amara ebe ya no wee kwụsị ya. Ihe a na-play bụ game of mind. Abịa na full Nigeria, akajisigo ndị Igbo aka in all ramifications. Only one thing ka Igbo ji survive. That is business. Onwere any seaport dị na Igbo. Onwere any wharf dị na Igbo. Onwere any working refinery dị na Igbo. Akajisi ndị Igbo aka. Yet 80% to 90% of ife a na-use na this country bụ ụmụazị Igbo na-atụbata ya. Shout out to ụmụazị Igbo nọ na China, nọ na Japan, nọ na Turkey, nọ na Tunisia, nọ na Germany, nọ na different countries na-atụbata ngwa afịa. Now, that means of ebe ha na-esi atụbata ngwa afịa, ọ bụrụ ndị Igbo dị in charge ya. Verydarkman bu business ka o ji ime na China, personal business ya. If I name me akato, maybe like people don't even dey use your brain na this game. Eji ana yayali gi brain Imani ibu ewu, you a goat. Personal business ya ka o ji ime na China. Ya na onye ọcha China ya. China Rose na eri akwụkwọ si abịa. Ihe o je bụ ka o je tunataba phone accessories with China Rose. China Rose gwa ya na o ye ebi $50,000 worth of goods. my earphone, my phone accessories, you know, my power bank, ABA, VDM, brand there, you know, power bank, you know, that will not be here flight, book, tea and a hotel, take a shopping, ni only to business coach, me. Of course, no one will influence. You better send them my money. You didn't again. Now, VDM lose you notice here 99.9 on China. Now to not wafia, more importation. Now to not almost everything in Afro. Boom Azibo. People like Perfect, Fazona fa. Omazibo si China na ebu batafia. Or when I just call crash your business in the Igbo, neme, which no law, only benita on up on that side. If I bring social media, it ring light in a now, or use will be Lord as testing ground. Number one, Okuyana be Lord, they may go some, if not last year. Now, what do you connect between him and B Lord? B Lord advertise a business here. Now, all of a sudden, get or crash here. Yeah, be Lord. Go we are about testing ground. Oh, now, your phone and them mother like ya. Even a VDM, the very smart. Who do they use? But we use more. I can go book on me that side. He actually in brain. He must sit on streets. OGB Lord, where test their ground. Now again, where the notice here, now the man support oh yeah. That video was direct attack on B Lord, the thief. As na B Lord na me oko Nigeria. Onwolo onye B Lord to the like no see you would it in ye go phone. On do ichi go. If you go 450, chori go in Orubegi. This is business. Owolu B Lord test here ground. Often ande mado kwa area, na ande mado kwa area. Or hapuzie B Lord no oku phone. Jebezi oku keke. Jebo oku moto. Jebo oku electric bike. Jebo oku battery. Jebo oku hair. Now bunu the price. Yeni nabo. Go crash your business in the Igbo. Now, Igbo, as smart as we are, where from Kulunya and Eje, Ejabi Welika. I never have to say it will be Igbo, and will Igbo, we will be Igbo. It's up what I will get in Eje. Seba Putaba. Seba Putaba. Melundi was dressing the Yokan and the wife. What a critical no man fair. Or happy be Lord. Megente, hapuzie be Lord from phone, gabazie keke, gaba moto, gaba electric bike, even machine, maakwa na go no price. Plan ya bu ko crash ya business ofife bife ndi Igbo ji aka na Nigeria. Bu business, buying and selling. Can you use oye? Chineke we boy yoku ndi Igbo we be wise. We notice angle on aga. Only open a way faces here against him. Chileke, when you book you more and more, or we follow out with Onyocha container Ross. Now, from the inception of VDM can never do a video without giving you evidence. VDM and evidence do now. He speaks with facts. Only when go see evidence. On a sigi ni dupe lonya, o go sigi onyi dupe, go sigi nombia. Kese ka VDM si we speak see against China Ross. All of a sudden, VDM release a video, full video of 7 to 8 minutes. Or drop the number, the girl also na ask him. Or drop the chat. Only half of Casway. Or bring the full VDM of my. He can never post a video without dropping evidence. But the accusation only Onyocha because Onyocha forget 400 mother. Now, Kionyocha me business saying a VDM kwesi me. Of course, the mother VDM mobile. That Bruce use already say that business because they are now ahead of us. Can I handle VDM? Does the boy is scammer? Mwakobo is scammer. Go say you no scam. VDM cannot provide. Go say the chat. VDM cannot provide. Ye VDM could not one near one. Guaya no onye ocha sign. Onye ocha spend $15,000. You make it about $15,000. That's about 1,500. It's almost 20-something million. Go spend it on VDM. Can you make business? VDM way to Yoshi. Go and listen to that man. Jenna page J Park. Listen to that man. Only what I like me share the tears. Only what I will say. Imano and the fraud. Okay, bring evidence. I will go to prison for 3 years in China, and I will refund you times 10. VDM make you scam also. VDM say about woman cage do no. Yeah, na ye session is the brain also. Session is the brain. No na plala. Una the Jones. Oye putabo we echu na febia. Una makwife. Oye beleji elilu na anyhow. VDM to drop evidence of the man. China Ross scammed. It's not the man scam Madu. Now sister wage. Bring out that girl. We want to see that girl. Oh, not one there, Renjura, not one there. Not that plala. Now the second mind on the play. Go to Tunde's North page. After Koje Germany. Everybody was against him. Now people are against him. Can you form me? Or make you know to Wabu Makan Nandekano. Oh, Manukutoku Nandekano. Nuni ye embrace. Sibazunu na on the Igbo. Jin Nandekano. Iya obunije school. Iya na biya reverse psychology. Oh, Malgona. Igbo community. Igbo tribe. 90% are against him. Or just turn you to yourself. Since 2021, Nandekano, how many times have videos spoke about Nandekano? Have you been in court since Nandekano Jebe court? All of a sudden, off was an agenda failed to go woefully. This is not the era of if I come to you are the victim, if you come to you are the. He is not the victim, Oma. Or use the psychology. What was you no Makan Nandekano? So only do na was I Wapundibu. Makan Nandekano any neighbor. Oma the formation of IPOB. Oma when Nandekano na told the 5 states of southeast Nigeria. Now no one have what you know. No access to some information. Na yeji. Keta ko ne ekuzie. Go divert your attention. VDM, your container must land. That business you want to crash, you must crash it. If your container nothing where you talk for this social media, where people they listen to you again, they will go working on it. You they come for Igbo tribe. What's going on now? Now, unu umugu. More of your son no with social media. Una umugu. So see here they know now. Buga, massive followers somewhere. It's a matter of time. I'm working ke Angela Wosu. I'm working ke Naira Mali. Oda but Mali as Mali as getting there make it. It's a matter of time. You they come for Igbo tribe. It's a little like people on Igbo. My father's no okay when Poramu no okay. If it's a big Erika, not make crash importation business so massive Igbo Jerry from 90 Borogidi. After the Civil War, after the Biafra War 1970, if every Igbo blood is 20 pounds. Also, you weigh 200 million, weigh 10 million, weigh 100 million. Here, you a bank here, only 20 pounds. 20 pounds, I can do what you build from scratch. After suffering 3 years of war to Eba Hano. One refra, frustration to Igbo, Jeleba online. Minus stupidity, minus greedy, minus inferiority complex. Can you find me okay? Ovida Amu, I labor online. A tag for half of FIFA and buy it. Some of us will serve message, a boom blog. I am a construction company, I'm a Safia. Alum people they make off for Alum team boom. Ijele Bamugi. Abru see Lebamu, or the Kamu guy said the carry amum. All of a sudden, not on no Onya Buzimaza you and I guarantee no Quirun. He's helping Nigerian youths. Sit here the brain. Since all help baggy, ego the king above well. Since all help baggy security anago. Since all help baggy, yeah, here nato in every morning and night. Government go look here. A position on mad where they are now fight you, or the bar non help you. Excuse me. On another video must import containers, 40-feet containers of keke, electric bike, the battery, wig, shoes, phones, import where let us buy from you at that cheaper rate. It's as simple as ABCD. Get all the right attention to all of a sudden. So we don't know where JK will protest. But if the police make arrest, all of a sudden now Patakita, coach you no brain. On another area cheaply. Okay, onye obodo bụ onye Igbo na watoro the game a na-play kita kwesịrị na onwe aka na mmiri tie aka na obi mgbọrọ ịtọ si am a goat abụ m ewu mee on a fight for you. Go and listen to that onye Charles interview nke mara ndị mmadụ video emo bụ ka fight obi go conquer
Justice for Mohbad, Megan in Pastor Jeremiah Omotofe, Guinea met with date. Trailer Dangote, Guinea Keta, attention up 7 Igbo no. Because all notice kun here, but the only thing in the Igbo Jiaka. Or then Abu Naima with social media. Now I'm with social media. Or an art job. All the good.
You cannot defeat an Igbo man for business. You see business, so you see business, you can never beat an Igbo man for business. And not people. You understand? So one of the tribe when it gets strong economic value for Nigeria as of today, na Igbo man. Employment na water. From east to southwest to north central, Igbo hold am strong. You cannot defeat them. But instead, you have to learn from them. This trade will happen to B-Lord and VDM, so it's an eye-opener to everybody to learn. As they talk, so, from information reaching me, if you know how many phones of that ROS modified iPhone when B-Lord don't sell, they don't even they ship them again, no. Now fly, they fly them, enter Nigeria. They buy them. As they land the office, they buy. Go Lagos, so people they buy. Go east to people they buy the phone like that. Is not be small money bill or don't make. Two people they fight. One they make money, while one they struggle to crash the market down. That is a bad intention. You understand? So now again, make I bust on a bubble again. At the time, VDN come say, oh, he want to crash the entire NGO within Nigeria. Say because they don't stand, you know, the purpose why they are being created. And VDN created his own NGO, whereby Mr. Don Jazzy donated a huge sum of 100 million to that NGO. As of today, we don't even hear anything about the NGO. Not the only thing we hear, they do one ball of 2 million, one ball of 1 million, and they give 1 million people. No, that is not the basis of creating an NGO. That NGO now to, according to Ram, now to put for inside school, to help develop the school. No press briefing, from Verydarkman regards to over 200 million in his possession. Instead, you eject to China, try to crash market. Do you know how many jobs these Igbo boys that are going to China to buy all these things? Do you know how many loans they collect from the bank? Do you know how many jobs they have created? They are one of the reasons why we still have Nigeria today. Aside the crude oil, and Igbo people, for you to have a robust economy, money need to exchange hands. And that's exactly what an average Igbo man does in Nigeria. We must know these facts and keep to these facts. So as of today, no press briefing, nobody even know what is going on with the NGO funds. I am one of the strong supporters of VDM. Not because I find money for view. As I did so, God has blessed me already. I get 2 children. I get my business for Nigeria. I get my business for here. I'm doing very well for myself. Trust me. Those who follow my page initially know I did that 200, 300,000. They do different things. Now I stop them. So not everybody will go see, will go they insult. They look like say I need to envy anybody. I'm not getting reason to jealous anybody. If I put the funds that they make for America here to this, so compared to which is some content creator they make for Nigeria, they learn for where I did, but we need it loud. You understand? So. But we just they do things because we are well-organized people. Some of us are well-organized people. So, till date, we not even hear about the NGO. Now, let's go about the nude issue. All these nude issues, those issues where you get in the past. Dignity. You see, dignity, so nothing reach dignity for this life. Let's assume, say that fluke, that mistake of the past. Now you carry again, you do fresh noodles. Say, even do one video now, say, I will be, what's his name? B-Lord should get his account. He wants to send more noodles. That is dignity. If this thing where you did, this noodles where you did flour up and down, so if you dey pretend say e no affect you, it affect other, it affects me wey dey support am, make me I dey make a 360 turn supporting VDM. If it doesn't affect VDM, it affects me, it affects a lot of people. Imagine VDM mama na teacher for school. Imagine say VDM mama with a colleague get problem for school now. He say your pikin when in Ebola there everywhere. You no go correct your pikin. Dignity. You cannot do that to yourself. You came under the pretense of fighting for justice, which I give you the credit. As of today, I still give you that credit for those things what you do in the past. But as soon as you start to deviate, not paying attention to the NGO, if the America you did today so with this NGO, when you do this fresh noodles just now so, that NGO so, they don't cancel them, confiscate all the money, can I go donate to charity? Government go carry that money, go give, she go the bank, collect the money, go give to charity. So now when they follow, I not make them not follow, more than not be rat here. So like me, I have made my own decision. I cannot support blindly. I cannot be in a place where my opinion cannot count. When I talk at the system of that for my comment section, they insult me. Now no problem with that. Me as a worry boy, would they use insults to the bath? And then they do us anything. So not all of us are here for the more Facebook money. Now just something that we find ourselves doing. But we must call a spade a spade. You cannot just be going around. How many, if you want, before you count 20 billionaires in Nigeria today, I can tell you for free that you must call at least 10 Igbo billionaires that have created so much job. Someone like Danko, who will not even know that time. When the mama doing mama bearing, I will tell you know about Danko. Say now you get one kind of phone. You know how many jobs. So you video, you get platform. Instead of you to fight, we have innocent cars there when they sell motor. Exactly the same motor where you say you won't go to buy for people. So instead of you to fight with the platform we will give you to fight government to make sure say we they celebrate 24/7 uninterrupted power supply. So that way companies can come and be producing this thing in our own country. You go there, they crash people when they borrow money for bank, then they do business, employ worker. It don't make sense. It doesn't make no sense. So now when they follow, so like I see one of the comments, somebody say, watch the video to the end, you know, digest it before you comment. That's a reasonable comment to make on VDM post. Watch the video, don't act on emotion, because emotion will never take you anywhere. Emotion will not put food in your belly. You get my point? I'm not making you not love who you want to love. I'm not making you not follow who you want to follow. You understand? So, but be reasonable. How many jobs VDM don't create? Fine. I give him his flower when he started fighting for injustice. I give him his flower. No question about it. But today, do I still give that flower to him? The answer is no. No. It don't know. I took my... That one I gave to him was still with him. Am I going to sit down here and dish a new flower to VDM? The answer is no. If you like, you unfollow me. If you like, you go report my page. I don't give a damn. I'm not living under Facebook. I hold my side strong, offline. Now me get am. I be your guy for offline. No, I told my for this year. Ask people they come in cases that I will tell you why I be for this time. We need to show ourselves. But one day we will see them. You get my point? So you must rest, dignity is so important in our life. You cannot be flying your noodles at the same time be running an NGO, at the same time be talking how to crash business that have created so much job. Billard not be small picking. I don't know him. I've never seen him in my life. I don't have his number. But Billard has done a lot. You know what it means to create job? If Billard carry a low say they go to America today, Donald Trump will give him visa with one family. I don't want to stress this enough. All these followers them, make una use na brain, make poverty not go finish now. I'm telling you people for free. You must use your brain. You don't know where you're going to end up tomorrow. Not because of food in the back of pot, throw away food in the for inside pots. Be guided.